Okay, we've got a math lesson here, and we are looking at using the language for turns. So saying that I can use language for turns. Now you might see all sorts of funny arrows on the board, and you're thinking, what on earth is that all about? And I've got my giant arrow here that I have just created. Well, we need to understand what is happening to get from point A to point B. There is a language, there is something I can use to describe the movement of these arrows. What is it? Well, I think to start with, to understand it, we're going to need some of our previous knowledge with our trusty friend, the clock. Okay? We need to remember what we know about clocks to help us to answer the questions on this. Now, with a clock, you will remember that we split a clock in half. So here's a halfway line down the middle. At the top, it's an o'clock. So here's o'clock. When the big hand goes down to the bottom, we are at half past. So this is half. So just think for a second. If my hand has gone from here down to here, it has turned halfway around the clock. Half turn. There is a half turn around the clock. Interesting. What else do we do with our clock? We don't just divide it into halves, but we also divide it into quarters, don't we? So there is half down here, but each of these is also a quarter. There is a quarter, a half, that's actually 3/4, and that's a whole. So look, here is, each of these is, actually it's not drawing very well on my clock, but imagine that each of those is a quarter. Draw it on the board so it looks a little bit better. Suddenly lost all my pens, but no worries, this one will do. So that's a quarter, that's a quarter, that's a quarter, that's a quarter. 2 quarters make a half. That's a half. 1, 2, 3/4 is over here where 9 is. Okay, I'm getting a little bit confusing here, aren't I? So let's go back to our arrows and let me clear this mess off the board for a bit. You're going to see how that's going to come in really useful. Now, my arrow has gone from here to here. It has made a move from here down to here. So, if on my clock, my big hand had gone from o'clock all the way down to the 3, we would be at quarter past. What it has done is we have made a quarter turn. Okay? A quarter turn. We have gone a quarter of the way around. If I was standing here and went back to here, I would have made a whole turn. Okay? But this arrow has started here and has gone to here. So it has made a quarter turn. Okay with this? So from here to here, has it made half a turn or a quarter of a turn? From here to here. Well, it's made another quarter turn. It's exactly the same amount. Sure, it's gone half the way around from here to here, but we're talking about the steps in between. We've made another quarter turn. If we'd gone from here all the way around to there, we're not back at the start, we've gone from the top all the way around to the bottom, then this has made a half turn. A half turn. So look, I'm facing here and I'm going to go half the way around to here. Let me turn another half. Another half. There I am, back over here. So that is a half turn. Let's just finish this last one off. So we started there, quarter turn, we've done another quarter turn. How many quarters did I do? So look, if I went straight from here, we'd have to add another colour. If I went straight from this first one, facing here, and went all the way to this last one, facing here, I would have gone 1, 2, 3/4. 3/4 turn. Okay, now, this last one might look a little bit similar to the first one, but it is in fact different. Okay, I'm going to show you why. This time, I started here, and I actually went here, which is it's no different. That's still a quarter turn. I drew it wrong. This is what I wanted. Okay. I started here. This time I went that way. Now normally I've been going this way around. I've been going the way around that a clock goes. Every time I've been going the way of a clock. In other words, I've been going clockwise. So all of this has been clockwise. You don't really need to say it when you're going clockwise, but you can say that's a quarter turn clockwise. Another quarter turn clockwise. From here to here, that's a half turn clockwise. So this time, I've actually gone from here to here the other way. And if I go the other way to a clock, I go anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise, couldn't spell for a second there. So that is actually a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. My goodness. This German spelling is getting atrocious. So, lots of things to think about there. Best thing to do with these videos when you're a little bit stuck is to rewind and just go over the things that I've said to try and make it make more sense. Especially look back at that clock and understand how it's been split into 4 different quarters. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to rub some of this off and, oops, rubbed off some of my learning objective as well. I'm going to take some arrows and I'm going to show you where they've gone. So this arrow, number 1, is going to move down to here, and it's moving in that direction. Okay, this arrow here is going to move to here, and it's moving in that direction. And last one, this arrow is going to go from here to here, it's going in that direction. So, the little challenge now, rewinding and checking and thinking about those words, clockwise, which is going in that direction, and anti-clockwise, which is going in that direction. How much is each of these arrows turned to get to where they are? Pause. Well, let's have a look. This one is going the same way as a clock, so it's definitely clockwise. Putting clockwise on there. How much has it turned? Well, it's gone from there half the way around, so that's half a turn clockwise. Okay. This one is going back the wrong way, the other way to a clock. So this one is definitely anti-clockwise. And how much has it gone? It's gone from there up to there. It's not gone half, it's gone a quarter. So a quarter turn anti-clockwise. This one is going that way, so it's going clockwise. And how much has it gone? Well, it starts here, it goes, that's a quarter, that's a half, that is 3 quarters. So can you see, if I had it like this, it's gone 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters to end up facing that way. So that is a 3/4 turn clockwise. Okay, it doesn't end there. This is a longer video. So I'm going to give you another little test to do on here. This time, I'm going to give you the arrow and I'm going to tell you the direction I want you to put it in. So here is your first arrow, and I want a quarter turn clockwise. Same thing this time. I want a quarter turn anti-clockwise. Oh gosh, clockwise. This time I've got one starting here, and I want a half turn clockwise. Okay? Pause to go. Right, now you're back. So the first one, it went clockwise, quarter of the way around. It's going to end up facing over here. Did you get that right? If not, you need to go back and think about it before you do the rest of these. Next one, this one, started here. It's going anti-clockwise, so it's going backwards. How much? A quarter turn backwards. This one's going to end up over there. This one, a half turn clockwise. Halfway around, whoop, it should be facing up. Okay, I've got two little challenges for you here. One, I want you to set some work out like this. You're going to put the arrow at the start. You're going to say how much of a turn you're making it do, and show me the arrow at the end. I'd like you to do maybe 8, 9, 10 of those. Okay? Practice is going to really help with this. If you're struggling, use your clock to think about each quarter that is going around. There's a quarter clockwise. That's a quarter anti-clockwise. Okay? That's a half. That's 1, 2, 3 quarters. Other thing to do, and this is always a little fun game, and it's really simple. You can do this blindfolded with your partner. Just get yourself a shirt, wind it up, wrap it around your head, blindfold your person up, and then you just call out an instruction. So, if I face this way, and then I say quarter turn, clockwise. So I think, which way is the clockwise? Goes there, quarter turn, there I am. And then I'll say quarter turn, anti-clockwise, boom, back here. And I keep doing those instructions. So I might say half a turn, anti-clockwise, boom. Half a turn, clockwise, boom. Okay? Simple game. So one person calls the instructions, the other person does it. So there's 2 little tasks for you to do. If you want, you can record that, get it emailed in to me. There you go. Off you go.